الذكر صفحا أن كنتم قوما مسرفين وكم أرسلنا من نبي في الأولين وما يأتيهم من نبي إلا كانوا به يستهزئون فأهلكنا أشد منهم بطشا ومضى مثل الأولين ولئن سألتهم من خلق السماوات والأرض ليقولن خلقهن العزيز العليم الذي جعل لكم الأرض مهدا وجعل لكم فيها سبلا لعلكم تهتدون والذي نزل من السماء ماء بقدر فأنشرنا به بلدة ميتا كذلك تخرجون والذي خلق الأزواج كلها وجعل لكم من الفلك والأنعام ما تركبون لتستووا على ظهوره ثم تذكروا نعمة ربكم إذا استويتم عليه وتقولوا سبحان الذي سخر لنا هذا وما كنا له مقرنين وإنا إلى ربنا لمنقلبون وجعلوا له من عباده جزءا إن الإنسان لكفور مبين أم اتخذ مما يخلق بنات وأصفاكم بالبنين وإذا بشر أحدهم بما ضرب للرحمن ولدا ظل وجهه مسودا وهو كظيم أو من ينشأ في الحلية فهو في الخصام غير مبين وجعلوا الملائكة الذين هم عباد الرحمن إناثا أشهدوا خلقهم ستكتب شهادتهم ويسألون وقالوا لو شاء الرحمن ما عبدناهم ما لهم بذلك من علم إن هم إلا يخرصون أم آتيناهم كتابا من قبله فهم به مستمسكون بل قالوا إنا وجدنا آباءنا على أمة وإنا على آثارهم مهتدون وكذلك ما أرسلنا من قبلك في قرية من نذير إلا قال مترفوها إنا وجدنا آباءنا على أمة وإنا على آثارهم مقتدون قال أولو جئتكم بأهدى مما وجدتم عليه آباءكم قالوا إنا بما أرسلتم به كافرون فانتقمنا منهم فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المكذبين صدق الله العلي العظيم صلوات.
برای سلامتی سید علی صلوات جلیل مرحمت بفرمایید. قلب انسان منور میشه وقتی که صلوات جلیل ختم میکنه. صلوا علی محمد و آل محمد. سلام علیکم جمیعا و رحمت الله و برکاته. There is no announcement. Alhamdulillah, just one. Tomorrow the Salatul Jum'ah starts at what time? 12 inshallah. MashaAllah, everybody knows what we are saying. I will invite the Imam of the center to the podium with the loud salawat.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Surah Hud alayhi salam tonight from 105 to 109 inshallah ta'ala, and then we have a few more verses and we finish inshallah. By next year January we're going to begin a new chapter inshallah in the Quran. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. والصلاة والسلام على أنبياء الله جميعا وعلى سيدهم وخاتمهم حبيب إله العالمين أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يوم يأتي لا تكلم نفس إلا بإذنه يوم يأتي لا تكلم نفس إلا بإذنه فمنهم شقي وسعيد. فأما الذين شقوا ففي النار لهم فيها زفير وشهيق خالدين فيها ما دامت السماوات والأرض إلا ما شاء ربك إلا ما شاء ربك إن ربك فعال لما يريد. وأما الذين سعدوا ففي الجنة خالدين فيها ما دامت السماوات والأرض إلا ما شاء ربك عطاء غير مجذوذ. فلا تك في مرية مما يعبد هؤلاء ما يعبدون إلا كما يعبد آباؤهم ما يعبدون إلا كما يعبد آباؤهم من قبل وإنا لموفوهم نصيبهم غير منقوص. صدق الله العلي العظيم. There is a glimpse into the Day of Judgment. Many people ask, how does it like the Day of Judgment? How different it is from this life? What are the scenes that we are going to encounter? What things we're going to see on the Day of Judgment? How is it? Where is it? Where is the paradise? Where is the hellfire? Are they next to each other? Are they separated from each other? What is the distance between them? These things, we all ask about them. And we all need answers. We need to see the paradise. How is it really? Is it like Orange County, Irvine, Laguna Hills, Beverly Hills? Where is it? Sometimes you go to places, you enjoy them, you say, this is paradise. But Allah says, no, paradise is something else. فيها ما لا رأت عين ولا سمعت أذن ولا خطر على قلب بشر. Paradise is a place that no eyes has perceived in the past or will perceive, no ears has heard about it, and no people could imagine it. Even no human imagination can grasp paradise. Even if you bring the best directors in Hollywood and tell him, give me an idea. Use your imagination, your creative mind. Give me a picture. He says, I can't. paradise that we create, we draw, in movies, drawings, this is our paradise. But the paradise that God designs and God produces is imaginable. Imaginable, cannot be imagined. But God gives once in a while. There are 1,500 verses about Qiyamah here in this book, peppered in this book, here and there. So every while, and then He gives one or two sentences, one or two descriptions, but very brief. In this one, God gives an idea about what will happen there. Are we going to communicate with each other as we communicate now? We see each other now. Either we visit or we use, WhatsApp. WhatsApp now, today, they said there is 1.5 billion people are using it. 1.5 billion. Are we going to use WhatsApp or Tango or Viber? We don't know. Are we going to speak to each other, to speak to our family members, to our neighbors, to our friends? God says sometimes you can and sometimes He says no. So where is the truth? Where is the answer? In this verse, 105, God says, يَوْمَ يَأْتِي, a day shall come. يَوْمَ, a reference to the day of judgment. يَوْمَ يَأْتِي لَا تَكَلَّمُ نَفْسٌ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِهِ. No soul shall be able to speak, to utter anything, but with the leave of God, with permission of God. يوم يأتي لا تكلم نفس إلا بإذنه إلا بإذنه فمنهم شقي. On that day we have two groups of people. Only two groups. Either shaqi, the wretched people, unfortunate, miserable. Shaqa means misery. Those who are miserable. Wasa'id, or those who are happy. Those who are felicitus. Is it right? From felicity. Those who are happy, those who are enjoying their life, those who are joyful. So either two groups, either this or that. There is no third group. فَمِنْهُمْ شَقِيٌّ وَسَعِيدٌ. Now, can we speak there? In some verses, Allah says, no, you can't speak. You don't have permission to speak on the Day of Judgment. In Surah Yasin, what does Allah say? He says, الْيَوْمَ نَخْتِمُ عَلَىٰ أَفْوَاهِهِمْ وَتُكَلِّمُنَا أَيْدِيهِمْ وَتَشْهَدُ أَرْجُلُهُم. الْيَوْمَ نَخْتِمُ. Today, on the Day of Judgment, we seal upon their lips, upon their mouths and lips. They can't speak. It is sealed. اليوم نختم على أفواههم. In another verse, Surah Al-Mursalat, Allah says, هذا يوم لا ينطقون. Today is a day that they cannot speak. They are forbidden from speaking. Another verse, يوم يقوم الروح والملائكة صفا لا يتكلمون. لا يتكلمون إلا من أذن له الرحمن وقال الصواب. Even the angels, they can't speak unless God gives permission. Like a judge in the court, he says, now you can speak. Others, they have to observe silence. So this is one stage. We will witness one stage during the Day of Judgment that nobody is able to speak. Nobody. Another stage, God will give permission to some people to speak because it's a court. It's a Day of Judgment. It's a day of accountability. So God will allow the criminals to speak at some point. So they know, people know why they are going to be punished. What is the reason? So some of them, God is going to tell them, what made you go to Jahannam? They're going to answer, قالوا لم نكن من المصلين ولم نكن نطعم المسكين وَكُنَّا نَخُوضُ مَعَ things that led us to go to Jahannam today, to damnation. Number one, we had no connection with God. لم نكن من المصلين. We lived for 70 years, we didn't even know the direction to the Qibla. We knew the highway to Las Vegas, how to go to get to Las Vegas. But we never knew the way to the Qibla, to the mosque, to the prayers. We never. وَلَمْ نَكُنْ نُطْعِمُ الْمِسْكِينَ. We were so selfish that we never thought one day of feeding one person hungry, one hungry person. We didn't. We didn't lend a hand to those who are miserable in our community, to the poor people. We were only thinking of feeding ourselves, filling our stomach. We didn't care about others. This is the second. وَكُنَّا نَخُوضُ مَعَ الْخَائِضِينَ. Whenever there is entertainment, we join. We join the public. We join the people. People are going this direction, we follow them. If they change into that direction, we follow them. Like some animals, sometimes animals, have you seen them in the movies? They go left and right. They don't have straight direction. وَكُنَّا نَخُوضُ مَعَ الْخَائِضِينَ. وَكُنَّا, also, we used to make fun of Day of Judgment. When someone tells us there is a Day of Judgment, there is accountability, we don't care. Sometimes, you tell people don't drive fast because there are cops. Some people, they don't care. Some people care because they don't want to pay the fine. The fine is $300, $500. Some people, they don't care. They make fun of you. Even if you tell them, you give them warning, they don't listen. Same thing about Akhirah. When you speak to people and tell them, many of them, they don't want to listen. وَكُنَّا نُكَذِّبُ بِيَوْمِ الدِّينِ. So Allah says on that day people are going to be divided into two groups. The saved and the damned. فَمِنْهُمْ شَقِيٌّ, the damned, وَسَعِيد, those who are saved, those who are happy, those who are victorious. Sometimes in this life people consider themselves to be miserable. Why? Because I don't have a house, I'm miserable. I cannot buy this fancy car, so I'm miserable. I could not go to this prestigious college, I'm miserable. I could not get this job, I'm miserable. I could not marry that person, so I'm miserable. But this is not the real misery. The real misery is on the Day of Judgment. All what I said is not misery. The real misery is if you can't make it to paradise on that day. That is miserable day. That is the real misery. Otherwise, these small deprivations here and there, you can overcome them. You can substitute them. And you can survive. But the real misery, if I live 70, 80 years, then on that day I come empty-handed. That is real misery. فَمِنْهُمْ شَقِيٌّ وَسَعِيد. Then God says in 106, فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ شَقُوا فَفِي النَّارِ لَهُمْ فِيهَا زَفِيرٌ وَشَهِيقٌ. Because my friends, our fortune or misfortune there depends on our life and our choice here. God does not make a blind selection. It's not a blind date for God. God does not send some people to paradise randomly and some others, He selects them randomly and He sends them to hellfire. He doesn't do that. Maybe TSA, they do at airports. Random selection. God does not have random selection. God has wise and just selection. His work is based not on a prejudice, neither on desire, hawa, nor on revenge. God doesn't have any hate against anyone. We are His children. We are His dependents. He created us. He didn't create us to barbecue us, to torture us. He created us to honor us, to respect us, to save us. So if people come there and they are misfortunate, it's because of them, not because of God. It's because they chose that path in this life. I always say the path into that life begins here, from this life. You have to choose the gate here, not after death, not even before death. You have to choose the gate. Which gate? Which choice here? Someone cannot be a doctor if he doesn't go and choose medical school. If he goes to another school, he doesn't end up a doctor. He cannot say, but I wanted to be a doctor. So you had a choice. You want to be a doctor, you have to make the choice 20 years ago, not now. It's the same. We cannot arrive there and say, God, I'm not going to paradise. Why? What's happening? God says, you chose the gate. You go to the airport. If you want to go to Houston, this is why the flight attendants, when boarding is complete, they say this is a flight 1960 going to Houston. So in case someone did not have coffee that morning, he's not thinking, well, he does not end up in the wrong place. They want to make sure that people know where they are going. In this life, we have to know, my friends. We have to know. This is our choice. The road to paradise is obvious. It's obvious. I have to follow it here. Too late if I want to stay until the day of judgment, or before death, or 2 years before death. Too late. I have to choose it now. God says, as to those, فَأَمَّا الَّذِينَ شَقُوا فَفِي النَّارِ لَهُمْ فِيهَا زَفِيرٌ وَشَهِيقٌ. As for those who were damned, and they chose the path of damnation and loss, they're going to have a groaning and wailing in the hellfire. This is a reminder, yes. It's not a joke. Quran is not a fiction. This is the reality. There is a hellfire, there is a punishment, and there is a groaning and wailing. لهم فيها زفير وشهيق. Okay? خالدين فيها ما دامت السماوات والأرض. Abiding therein, for as long as the samawat, the heaven, and the earth endure. Sometimes they give you residency for 1 year. You go to a country, they give you 1 year residency. Sometimes 2 years. Sometimes 10 years. Sometimes indefinite. Allah says, my residency, my green